All right, folks, last time for today. Been a very busy day. We've been at it for hours here at the home headquarters. But before we say goodbye, some sports news and notes in the way of football that you need to know about. You've got Pitt, North Carolina State, Heinz Field, Saturday at noon. And, of course, the folks at 93.7 The Fan will have it. North Carolina State 5-1. Their only loss in the opener against South Carolina. Their quarterback coming off of a superb performance, 20 of 31, 367 yards and a touchdown. That beat Ryan Finley, who's really getting his groove on throwing the football. And Nyheim Hines rushed for 102 yards last week. Jordan Whitehead had a pretty good day rushing the football as well. I think it was, 35 yards for the score and 73 yards on the day. He will be needed on defense to stop the Wolfpack and their passing. But he's also, I've got to believe, going to be doing some things on the offense. And you have to think moving forward, Pat Narducci may be thinking the exact same thing. Max Brown is out. Enter the more mobile Ben DiNucci. Is it a help, or will they miss the big arm to Jester Weah of Max Brown? We're going to have to wait and see how that works out and what this offensive scheme looks like. And, of course, all week long, 93.7 The Fan throughout the day is going to be getting you ready for that game. And, by the way, Weah, 18 catches for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns. North Carolina, something to think about being there on the road. They are 4-0 in their last 4 games on the road. So there you have it. A quick preview. We'll have much more. Don't forget, it is Pitt hosting North Carolina State Saturday noon, 93.7 The Fan. West Virginia will host Texas Tech at Mountaineer Field at noon on the ESPN University Network. Will Greer has been the man, 1,740 yards passing, 16 touchdowns. Justin Crawford, 562 yards and 6 touchdowns. Gary Jennings, wide receiver, 39 catches, 518 yards and 2 scores. So that is where West Virginia will be at this weekend, taking on Texas Tech. Ohio State, Nebraska at 7:30 from Memorial Stadium on FS1. J.T. Barrett, 1,513 yards, 16 touchdowns on the year. J.K. Robbins, 88 carries, 669 yards and 4 touchdowns. And you've got wide receiver Paris Campbell being a factor, 26 catches, 399 yards and 2 scores. Penn State is off this weekend. It's Michigan next Saturday at Happy Valley at 7:30 and on ABC. Nittany Lions having an incredible year. They're 5-0. Trace McSorley, 1,597 in the way of yardage and 13 touchdowns. And Saquon Barkley, 102 carries, 649 yards and 6 touchdowns. But also, big factor catching the football. 29 times he has caught the football for 395 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame also getting a little R&R this week. And then next week, it's that great rivalry with USC from South Bend at 7:30 on ABC. Irish 5-1. Brandon Wimbush, 782 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Josh Adams, 776 yards, rushing the football with 5 touchdowns. Number 1 Alabama takes on Arkansas Saturday, 7:15 this week on ESPN University Network. Jalen Hurt, 870 yards, 7 touchdowns throwing the football, but equally tremendous running the football, 517 yards and 5 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley is his go-to guy, wide receiver, 390 yards and 2 touchdowns. So there you have it, some college football for you, just to kind of get you an idea what's happening this weekend in that great game that is college football. Now, from the Beaver Allegheny County Times, a great list of sports reporters covering high school football in this region. TimesOnline.com if you want to get more. Just kind of staying local right now and taking care of Beaver Valley. Quaker Valley, who has averaged a little over 45 points a game versus Malaquippa defense, who is yet to give up a touchdown. Winner will get sole possession of first place in the Beaver Valley Conference. That's a big game from wherever you're coming. That may be the biggest game in high school football this weekend. Playoff picture, Quaker Valley is in, while the rest of the Beaver Valley Conference still uncertain. The Quakers hold enough of the tiebreakers to guarantee a first or second place finish. Even if they lose 2 section games without the need of worrying about a wild card game, they are in. And Riverside is also clinched with 5 teams making it in the MAC, as in the MAC conference. The Panthers can finish no worse than 5-2 in section play, and they are in. And by the way, in the Valley, right here in Beaver Valley, no local team has been eliminated, so the dream of a postseason play continues. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day from your Pratt Pack, and we will talk to you, I'm sure, in the next couple of days. But that'll put a wrap on today. So get out there amongst yourselves and enjoy a little bit of a midweek Wednesday. Good afternoon.